So we'll move on to another quarterback, and that's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's a really interesting one. Do I think that or really, do you think he's going to get another starting job in the NFL? He's had one starting job in Cleveland, one starting job in Carolina, and now he's with the Rams, and he's serving as the starter right now because of an injured Matt Stafford. We saw how well he played in that first game, but then the second game, he knew the playbook and looked like Carolina Baker again, or like, last couple seasons Cleveland Baker. Does he deserve another starting role?
Baker is an interesting one because he is a quarterback that's gone to the playoffs, has looked like a solid quarterback at times, and now he's just completely fallen off. But he's an interesting case. I would say yes. I think he's going to be I think he's going to get an opportunity as like a bridge quarterback, kind of between either if it's a team taking for a rookie quarterback or a team that kind of has all the pieces except the quarterback and there aren't any other available quarterbacks on the market. I think he's going to convince some teams that he's a top 32 quarterback in the league, and he's going to barely get a starting job, but I don't think he's going to really light it up. And I don't think he'll get too many after that one where he kind of, starts off okay, but then he kind of falls off. We've seen that as a trend in Cleveland where he's just too inconsistent
Multiple
on and
seasons,
off.
yeah.
But I think he'll get another chance. I think I don't know whether or not it's with the Rams possibly. I don't know what the Stafford situation is going to be, but I'd say he will though.
Yeah, I think the thing with Baker is I think he has all the tools as a quarterback. The question is just making it work. He was the number one overall pick for a reason, and he showed why he was the number one overall pick in his rookie season, breaking tons of records with the Browns, that were, just recently broken by Herbert, by Burrow. But I think Baker has shown that he has the ability to lead a team to the playoffs. Whether that team is as, talented as this Rams team is potentially, and as, untalented as that Cleveland Browns team was. And I think Baker has shown, on and off that he can be a starting quarterback. So I think he's going to get another chance to prove it. The question for me, the bigger question is, does he get that chance with the Rams? Another quarterback I want to talk about is Matt Stafford, and that just sort of enters in the conversation. We know that if Baker Mayfield takes over the starting job in LA, which I don't think will happen, but if Baker Mayfield were to take over this starting job, Matt Stafford would leave and become the starter somewhere else. Who do you think takes over that starting job? Like, do you think Matt Stafford, once he comes back, is like right back into it? Or if Baker starts to win a few games, do they leave Baker in?
I think it also depends on really whether or not we're going to see someone like whether or not we see Sean McVay be back next season. Because I think if he's back, I think the quarterback is Matthew Stafford. But I don't think Stafford has that many years left in him either. But I would say they committed to him. I think they're still going to give him maybe one more chance. Obviously, this year was really, really riddled by injuries. We heard at the start really that he was dealing with some elbow injuries. They're going to try and maybe see if that'll fully heal. But if not, then I think they might. I wouldn't be surprised if Baker is switched in somewhere during next season. But I think Stafford will be the initial start.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think should Sean McVay leave, which I would think is a really horrible decision. One bad season is not defining for a coach, and we've seen what McVay can do with this team.
I think he might retire. I think that's really the issue, because a lot of people are saying that's what a lot of people are hearing. A lot of people are saying that there's a possibility that he may retire, and become some sort of sports.
Yeah, I would
on
find
TV,
that
which
crazy.
Honestly, I mean, he's already made a lot of money.
No, that's not the worry for him. I would just find that kind of crazy because he's one of the premier coaches in the NFL right now. And I think, without him in LA, they might have another season like this one next year.